What's up, guys? Back at it with another video. And just as y'all know, I said in the previous video, I'm going to be taking a trip. Well, here I am, like in the upper part of New York right now, in the rural area. No city, no drivers that will piss me off, just peace and quiet. So far I've been enjoying myself and definitely no distractions, especially as I've said in the city, taking time from work and yeah, it's just peace and quiet, man. Like this, just look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this compared to the city. But anyways, what I want to talk about is about the time you can't get back. The money, yeah, you can get the money back. Definitely want to take that time to get the relaxation in. You want to get the thing I said, because time is money. And I think I said this in a previous video. That time isn't refundable, but you can always get the money back. Now, there were plenty of times to where I said, when that opportunity came, why didn't I take it? Because I was too scared. I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. And I mean, this has been a talking point that's been handed down over and over and over again by majority of YouTubers right about now. But it is so true. You're just worried about the outcome. But if you try it out, like, you have to just step into something without expecting for it to be for the best or for the worst, But, you can give yourself credit for the things that you have done. And, sometimes I beat myself up. There's a lot of things that I just still have I guess, grudge, if you will, against myself. Disappointed on some things sometimes to where I didn't take full advantage. But, the things that I've started, I was frustrated. I could not finish it the time that I wanted to. But I did realize something like earlier today. And, the feelings come and go, especially with, regrets. But as far as with what I have done, excuse me, what I have done is started something. It may not be finished now, but I'm working on finishing it. And what you really have to do is invest into your craft, your passion, whatever it is. All this other stuff, it don't matter. I understand. Look, I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm just gonna keep it real. I have not been investing my time wisely. Once again, time is not refundable. You just be sitting there binge watching on YouTube, binge watching on Instagram. Look, I don't need to say, y'all already know the deal. Y'all already know what it is. But it's so hard to cut out. It's hard to cut out. Before you know it, you watch one video, maybe on Reels, you'll realize that you spent a whole 2 hours on nothing. Just looking at other drama, looking at other people's lives that may be just a facade of what actually is really going on. So now me, and I've already said it so many times again. I'm already to that point to where I'm not going to be just putting, these nice videos out there. So in today's video, I'm going to do this, time. No, you're going to see everything. You're going to see me just express the way how I may feel, aside from doing all the other content. The comments skits, look, still do that. Still do the reactions, still do the commentaries. You still do those kind of videos edited. You can continue doing that, but you also have to have moments so you can relate to people. How is people gonna get inspired to do better if they don't even see you? I mean, I'm not saying you gotta share everything, but at least show yourself to where it's like, okay, I'm flawed, because we're all flawed. People be looking so much on the outer appearance. They just don't know the things that you may struggle with. That you struggle to do this, that, and the other. Manage your time wisely. And be disciplined. So I'm going to be real about that. So that way other people can say, okay, you know what? I feel he's relating to me. And other YouTubers, and shout out to J-Rock up next. He does most, videos like this, just rambles. But he does a good bit of edited videos, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time he does things like this, but he just keeps it real. And that's what I really appreciated, especially throughout 2020 when I was going through my little period of awareness and the way how things were shifting in the atmosphere, because it's still getting weird now. But yeah, time is not refundable. You can try doing like time limits. You've got iPhone, or even if it'll work on Android, but just set time limits for the apps. But really, you really got to muster up enough self-discipline for that. And it'll be hard, but you really have to want the goal more than that temporary dopamine, that temporary high that you get. It ain't worth it, because it's gonna be long-term regret. Short-term, instant like dopamine, short-term pleasure, that's gonna turn to long-term regrets. And you realize how much time has passed by. And as I've said before in my maybe 4 videos back, I say before I say it again, 2020 was 5 years ago. You can't get that back. Whatever you were doing throughout those years, hopefully, you made it count. But it's not too late right now to make those changes. But yeah, I might actually make a follow-up video, but that video might actually be edited and all that. May just be like a commentary. But yeah, right now I'm just enjoying myself out here, helping, volunteering. It's definitely away from my usual surroundings. You gotta take a break, man. And even when I was driving to work, it got to the point like, man, I feel like I'm just letting y'all know how I feel. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm in a simulation, man. I gotta change up the cycle. So what I did, I didn't take the same road or the same interstate to work. I would switch it up different days. Like I'll take the back way going to work. I'll take the interstate coming back. Cause like in Atlanta, there's like 285 that goes around, of course, and then you have 75 and 675. So 675 kind of bypasses the airport, and then it merges right back into 75. But sometimes I'll take both of those interstates. It just depends on just to change up the surrounding, the scenery. So I won't, because once you get to that point, it's like, man, you already know this light changes at a certain time, because you clocking in, clocking out the same time every day. It gets tiring, man, and it kind of makes you. I mean, I don't know, y'all probably relate, but I know me, it just feels just like, man, this ain't it, man. I'm doing the same thing every day. Like, this just really feels like a game simulation. Understand that. Understand that, right? Crazy. So that's what I've been doing, whenever I go to work. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I'm gonna actually do some more videos while I'm here. Might show you some of the things I'm doing as well. But yeah, let me know y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And to the next video, I'm signing out. Later.